Hey party people, this is the day that the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it. Welcome to KK All Night, or perhaps welcome back. This channel focuses on style, fashion, and outfit inspiration with a heavy emphasis on the outfit inspiration. If those sound like things you might be interested in, please consider liking, commenting, subscribing, and hitting the notification bell so that you never miss an upload. I currently upload every Sunday with the OOTDs for the week, but I am working toward being more consistent with a Sunday and Wednesday upload. This week's video are going to be OOTDs from June 22nd through June 28th, so I hope you enjoy and you find some inspiration. Okay, hey everyone, today is Sunday, June 22nd. We did go to church today. So I'll start with this cover up because I only need it inside. It's pretty hot today. You would have seen me talking about being intentional when you're shopping. I did have a focus on finding a brown, I wanted a deep chocolate blazer. Believe it or not, well, I do have two, but one is velvet, one is leather, so it wasn't going to go with this outfit. I didn't find the blazer, but what I did find was this jacket. This is Ralph Lauren. It is thrifted. And it's a 2X, which normally would be way too big, but I said, you know, let me try it on, and I felt like it worked. So I put it on, and it is baggy, and so I was trying to figure out how I could make this work. And what I ultimately decided is if I was going to wear the jacket outside of just throwing it over my shoulders, I could put a band, like a hair tie on it to belt it right here, and I thought that would give it the best option. I actually only wore it in church, so I just put it on and took it off right when we stepped outside because it's so hot. Okay, so the rest of the outfit for today, I have this little crossbody Coach bag that was also thrifted, and since I'm up close, I have these orange and green earrings. It's supposed to be like a little orange. Those are Sheen. And I have an assortment of bracelets that I have gotten from my mom and my mom-in-law. These are my Carolina Herrera sunglasses. And I have a bunch of silk scarves that I've gotten from my mom. Designer scarves. They used to be really easy to find in the thrift store. You know, I think this might be Ferragamo or Dior, I'm not sure, but the colors match so perfectly. The bracelet colors, the scarf colors, and these items were all purchased at separate times. This maxi dress is also thrifted. It's New York & Company. It is tall. It's a size tall, so it's extra long. So what I did was I belted it and pulled it up. My earring just popped off. To basically, essentially create a little hem, and then I wore my wedge heels, my Coach Orange wedge heels, which also gave me a little bit more height, but without the belt, you can see it's like extremely long. Even with the wedge heels, it's grazing the floor. So if you really wanted to go for this fit or this look with it grazing, you just have to be mindful to lift it up whenever you walk, because you do not want a tripping situation. Other than that, I just put a little tank top underneath to cover my bra. I love the key neck tops like this, but my bra straps always show, so I usually just end up putting on a tank top, and then I just have my Gucci regular glasses. So that was the look for today. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Hey party people, today is Monday, June 23rd. I am in the office. Let's do a quick fit check. Since I always get cold, I have my jacket, this cute leopard print jacket. I think this is Jones, New York. It was thrifted. My walking shoes today are my green suede Timberlands. These harem balloon pants are Sheen. And then this gorgeous emerald color shirt, I believe is New York & Company. For my jewelry today, I have on my Wyland vintage watch. These earrings are from the Limited, if you know, you know, and just some little rings that complement it. Today I have on my silk scarf. I believe this is Bill Blass because, y'all, the hair is not hairing right now, so we are due for an appointment. My carry bag today is my Tory Burch. So we have the greens going on, and I'm gonna pause you and come right back with my heels for today. So give me 1 second. All right, y'all, I just realized I need to take my toe ring off, but my heels for today are my suede Cole Haan pumps. Those were thrifted. So I got inspired by this outfit just by the color combination that I saw on another YouTuber or maybe a Pinterest. And that's the thing about inspiration. You don't necessarily want to copy the fit exactly. It's just to get ideas. And what I took from that picture was this color combination of the emerald and this deep tan. The leopard print jacket was all my own. So here we have the final look. When I get to work, I'm never cold, but about after an hour, I definitely will have this on. And you guys already know I have my silk LL Bean long johns on with this as well. So that's the look. All right, you guys have a great day and be safe out there. All right, I just wanted to hop back on really quick and make mention of one thing. My original OOTD, I had a scarf on, which matched beautifully with the colors. I mentioned my edges could use a little help, so we were wearing the scarf. But in the end, it was giving me pirate, I think because I have the harem pants on. And so it's okay to make adjustments to your fit. You're not stuck to anything. So what did I do? I just removed the scarf. I'm not gonna be wearing a scarf every day, so even though my edges need some help, if I am confident, I carry that confidence, you will see that confidence projected. So just a little note that you can make tweaks during the day if something just isn't feeling right, so that you are in a place where you're feeling very confident about your look. All right, be safe out there. Hey party people, today is Tuesday, June 24th. I am in the office, so let's go through the fit. For my walking shoes today, I have these cute white slide-ons. They are Michael Kors. These pants are cotton from Shein. This silk shirt is Coldwater Creek and it was thrifted. I have this jewelry, I believe it is Michael Hawkins, or Judith Lipka. Maybe Judith. I paired it with my Pucci glasses because it picks up the yellow limeish chartreuse color. I'm not quite sure where it falls. I guess a little bit, not quite as bright as chartreuse. For my walk around bag today, I have this cute little bag here. It's not the exact same shade, but it is in the same family. And for my carry bag, my carry-all bag, I have my gold ladies today from Sway J Designs. And if you hold on 1 second, I'm going to come back with my my shoes for the office. So give me 1 second. Okay, these cute little raffia and green-toed heels are 9 West, very old. So obviously I'm going for a tone-on-tone today. Kept my lips very minimal with just some Dior lip oil. And I threw on my silver watch. But, you know, obviously a lot of times with long sleeves you don't see the arm jewelry unless it's something really thick. But because this is such a bright color, I didn't have any other jewelry except for the ring and the earrings in the same jewel tone. All right, another tone on tone Tuesday down, and you guys be safe out there. Hey everyone, today is Wednesday, June 25th. I was working from home. This is my fit on my feet. I have these cute orange and green sandals. They're Shein. These shorts are from the Tabitha Brown and Target collab, which was way before we decided not to shop there. This tunic is silk. It is Neiman Marcus, but it was thrifted. Also, these shorts were thrifted as well. I have my Cole Haan leather purse, just some little green earrings, and that's it for the look. I like the shirt because even though it's long sleeve, it's silk, so it's keeping me nice and cool. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Hey y'all, this is going to be another mini episode of Walk Me Through the Process. So I got on some leggings and a tank top, so what does that mean? Perhaps some thrifting. Normally I wear my bodysuit. I have a couple. I have a couple of long sleeves. I have a couple that are long pants. I only have 2 that are short and tank top. Well, 3. 2 black and a peach. But I always wear those, so I wanted to switch it up a little bit. So, and my uniform is typically something close to the body and then some type of kimono or duster over it. So, this is my, what I came up with that is similar to the bodysuits because they are similar in color. So I got 3 options. I have this silk shirt from Coldwater Creek. It was thrifted. And I actually, I wore it the other day, and so it was hanging up, and I think the colors look fabulous. It covers the back side and the tummy. This is a little bit boxy, and I don't know if I like the shape. Let's see if we tie it up. Let me come a little bit closer so I can see. I like the top half better if we tie it up, but I don't like my little tummy exposed so much. It actually dresses this outfit up very much so because the fabric is silk. But let's see how the next 2, I pulled out 3 options. I actually pulled out 2, and like I said, a lot of times I'll just look over and see stuff hanging and be like, oh, that might work. I try to plan all my outfits a week ahead of time, and if something comes to mind that I just know I want to wear, I'll pull that out too and put it on my rack. So that shirt was sitting on my rack. Alright, this is from Swimsuits for All, I think. It actually has a pair of shorts to go with it, which is really cute. This is cute. It's looking a little bit big here, although I know that's supposed to be the effect. The other thing I don't like is this string. If I'm going to be thrifting, I don't want to keep track of anything extra. I could belt it, but I'm really not feeling that. It looks better with a little bit of shirt pulled out, but not feeling that, so I wouldn't wear the string. And wearing it just as a jacket, it's okay. If I had to choose between the 2, I'd pick this. So let's try the last option. And obviously, I pulled these 2 kimonos to bring out, or to go with the blue. So is there a belt on this one? No, no belt. I got this one from my cousin. So this was free $99. All right. Now this is cute. Again, very oversized. This could also, wraps can also be worn as dresses. You just wrap it and belt it. Even though this one is cotton, and I believe this is a polyester blend, this feels much lighter on me, and it's going to be hot today. So I do like that it feels cool. I think I like the way this is looking the best. It's pulling out the little blue in the flowers. So I did want to wear a crossbody. I was thinking about my Coach crossbody. It's brown. It has the printed, it's fabric with the printed C logo. I don't know how that's really going to work with this print, but then again, is it going to bother me enough? That's the question. So as of right now, out of those 3 options, this is definitely the winner. So this is this is the thrifting outfit. And we have the Jeffrey Campbell slides with the big silver buckle. I got those from a like a garage sale, so they were maybe 10 bucks. Never been worn. All right. All right, y'all. I didn't go with any of those kimonos. I chose this shirt dress. It's from TJ Maxx. Actually, I believe it might be a beach cover-up. It is a cotton rayon blend, so very light. Plus, the sleeves are shorter. Plus, I just like the two contrasting colors better. I like this one more. And it was serendipity that I saw this necklace that my daughter made for me years ago, which matches perfectly. I have these little Jessica Simpson slides. This just feels a little bit more put together for me. I love the kimono look, but I think sometimes because I'm large chested, when I wear them, if they're too big, it just looks a little bit matronly. Maybe that was the problem. Although I still do like, I like the last kimono. I would have been okay wearing that, but I like this a lot better. I am going to wear my Coach crossbody. I'm just not sure if I'm going to wear it on the outside of the shirt dress or the inside of the shirt dress. So let's see how those look. Tuck that braid back. Y'all, one more day, or no, 2 more days, let me get these braids out. And I'm going to go to the 2-strand twist. Okay, this is on the inside. I think I'm going to, I don't know. I might just leave it like this because I'm being lazy. I thought about these shoes. 1, they're sparkly. 2, they have pink. 3, they have blue, even though it's a navy blue. But I thought the 2 colors actually look better, but I'll slip these on for you guys. This would have been perfectly fine. And again, little tweaks definitely change the look and feel of the outfit, and you need to go with whatever you are most comfortable in. So if I didn't have those shoes, I probably definitely would have gone with these. But the little blue pinking out on the end, and then the pop of the pink that's the same as the cover up, I think is just chef's kiss. So here we have the thrifting outfit. Hands free, a tight, light underlayer so I can try on things if the dressing rooms are full. And today a light cover up because it's very hot outside. You're going to be walking around looking through racks, but I am still covered with the tummy and the backside. All right, you guys be safe out there. Hey party people, today is Thursday, June 26th. I am in the office today, so let's go through the fit. On my feet, I have, what are these? Jessica Simpson slides. Oops. DSW. This pants set is thrifted. It was thrifted at separate times. The brand is Cyrus, but it still had tags on. They were from TJ Maxx. So I think I must have gotten the shirt first, and I went back to the thrift store a few days later, and lo and behold, it was the pants. So it's meant to be. Now, normally you would just wear it buttoned up, or perhaps with a tank top underneath. But today I paired it with another button-down shirt. This shirt is silk. This is Express, I think. It was also thrifted. Then for my jewelry, I just have on some pink studs. My plain sunglasses, these are just Versace, and my wedding band. Since we have the bright pink color, I decided to keep it very neutral. For accessories, I have my Loewe purse. This was thrifted and given to me by my mom. And then for my carry-all bag, this is from a brand called Tote and Carry. I love the vibrant color. I have a couple of their other pieces in a burnt orange color. I'm happy to include the information down below if anyone is interested. And then for my shoes in the office, I have these cute Aldo snakeskin print with the pink heel, and that's where I got the idea to bring in the pink of the shirt. So let me just switch those out for you and give you guys the complete look. Now, one thing I will say for me, shoes that cut across the top, sometimes on my right foot on the outer edge will give me an issue. I do have smaller feet, but that is probably the widest portion of my foot. So sometimes where I can wear a 6.5, if the shoe is cut like that, I'm definitely going to need a 7, maybe a 7.5. We'll see how these do today. But this is the complete look with the heels. A little bit more casual. It's Thursday toward the end of the week, so I figured it was appropriate. Of course, I am layered up with the tank top and my long johns. If I get hot, I can peel off the layers, and I can certainly take off the top and just wear the ensemble with the shirt and pants. All right, you guys, be safe out there. Hey, party people, happy Friday. It is June 27th. I'm in the office, so we'll go through a quick fit. First, let me show you my walking shoes from today. They say Free People, but I don't think it's the popular brand we're talking about because I got them from TJ Maxx probably over a decade ago. They're cloth with this cool metallic burnt effect with navy, which is different on all sides. For my laptop bag, I have my Coach attaché case, y'all. I've had this since high school. I begged and begged my mom to get me this, and I love it so much. The quality is excellent. It is in great condition. It is a thin profile though. You really can only get your laptop, maybe some your cords and lunch or shoes, not both. So I use my other Coach bag to fit everything else. This is navy. My attaché case is black, and this was thrifted. Excellent condition. I added a little purse charm from Shein. My fit, I have this silk scarf on my head because y'all, tomorrow's the day. 2-strand twists are coming. But the thing about silk scarves, I love the colors you can pull from your outfit, but it's always hard for me to keep it on my head. So if you guys have any tips for how to do that, please comment below. I have this bodysuit from Shein that was gifted, this wool cardigan, which I believe is DKNY. And you guys know how I feel about getting cold in the office. And I actually had a linen short suit set to wear, but when I heard it wasn't going to be in the 90s and it was going to be in the 70s, I had to rethink that. And I know you're probably thinking 70s is still pretty cool, but with the air and it being cooler outside, I figured let me go with a safe bet. So that means, you know, I have my long johns on, but I must say it is a little warm, so I might have to, at least for now, forego the cardigan. Now, in the theme of Ankara Print Fridays, I am wearing an Ankara print that is designed by a woman black-owned business from the UK called Grassfields. I got these before the pandemic. They are silk, wide leg. They're a little bit big, but I think they still work. They have pockets. This kind of square pattern and color matches the earrings that I've chosen. I have my wood bangles on as well. And I believe Grassfields is still in existence. Let me just check. I've always loved all their clothes. I have a shirt that matches this. I have a dress, and I think I have one more item. Okay, yeah, they're still online, so that's good to know. I must say about my earrings, I love Shop Koi. They have some beautiful designs, even though they are a bit pricey. But I have had some quality issues with these cubes. This is my second pair. The first pair I got, they were damaged. They did send me another pair, and you know they come in acrylic and silver, acrylic and gold, and then they have like a pink and green and a pink and blue. I dropped these, and the O-ring that connects them came out. I was able to fix it, but I love my other pair, but I have had some quality control issues with this pair, so just bear that in mind. So on my feet, I have these strappy leather heels. Y'all, these are the most comfortable heels I have had on in a while. They are actually Jessica Simpson, and those were also thrifted. I think I said my top was gifted from my cousin. So yeah, I think that is the complete look. I have a luncheon to go to tomorrow, and of course church this weekend. Do you guys have anything exciting going on? If you do, feel free to comment below. And also, like I said, if you have any tips for keeping this scarf from sliding, please comment that as well. And with that, You guys be safe out there. Hey party people, happy Saturday. Today is June 28th, the last day of the week. Today I got my twist, y'all. Finally got my twist. As they get older, they will get a little bit fuller, and in a couple of weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, I will untwist them and just have kind of a curly outdo. Today, after my hair appointment, I did a little bit of thrifting, so be looking for an upcoming little video to show you what I got. And actually, if you guys are interested in going with me as I actually thrift, drop a comment below. I'll be happy to try my hand at that. But for today's fit in the DMV, it was very hot. We went to National Harbor. So I have on these slides by Jeffrey Campbell with the big silver buckle. Those were from a yard sale. This gorgeous dress is Diane von Furstenberg, who is famous for her wrap dresses, which complement pretty much any type of body. Obviously, because I got the larger chest, the top did not fit. So a quick way to remedy that is just to wear a tank top underneath. Let's see. This wrap dress is from a consignment shop in Atlanta, Georgia called Labels. Shout out to Sharon from Ageless Restyling, who first turned me on to that shop. My first trip back down to Atlanta, was on the top of my list of places to visit, and they did not disappoint. For my jewelry, I did lapis and silver today. So we have Christian Dior, lapis ring. I want to think that was from when I studied abroad in Chile. I have my baby bracelet on. Yes, I can still fit it. I have tiny wrists. Movado watch. Earrings. I have my Gucci earrings as well as my Gucci necklace. And for my bag today, what is that on it? I have my Loewe bag, which was thrifted, but my mom gave this to me. So, very hot here in the DMV, so no jacket was needed, but this was the final look. I slung it crossbody so I could be hands-free while walking. And that was the look for today. So again, that sums up the week. I hope you have enjoyed this video of OOTDs. I hope you have found some inspiration of things to find from your closet, as well as some tips and tricks on how to pull your outfits together. If you did, and you haven't already, please consider liking, commenting, and subscribing. As you know, I am still a new YouTuber trying to grow my channel. And if you haven't subscribed and you've made it this far, hopefully that means you like the content. So please consider subscribing. It's free to do. It costs you nothing, but it would greatly help me out. So with that, you guys be safe out there.